Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. Let me read you something, and I've been getting this a lot lately, so I decided to do a video. Uncle Ray, should I be buying Solana right here? What are your thoughts? Well, guys, I'm going to tell you a brief story about where I've been and how I've purchased Solana and where my conviction is, and it's been pretty up and down. But I've been down the rabbit hole lately to dig in, so I need to find clarity for me and decide if I do have the conviction to keep stacking Solana. And I'm going to share all that with you in this video, and then we're going to take a look at the charts. But before we get into that, please hit that like button. We're trying to grow this community, and it really helps us out a lot. And we want you to be part of it, so subscribe and match the notifications. And at the end of the video, let me know what you think in the comment section. So let's get into it. This is Solana.com website, and I highly recommend you go to it. But guys, Solana is known for its speed, and it's known for the amount of developers that it has and the ease of use if you are a developer to build on Solana. And it's growing and growing and growing. Nothing's changed. Yes, the market is falling apart and Solana has fallen with it. Um, they have had, a lot of shutdowns, and they're worried about being hacked and all that stuff and not being able to scale. But guys, in my opinion, they're going to work all that out. They're still in beta, and it's still a top protocol. I mean, look at this ecosystem. You've got the new Phantom wallet that came out that's built on top of Solana. You've got Audius. I mean, that's a huge project. I mean, guys, they vet these blockchains. They could build on anything. They chose Solana. Look, what about this new one right here, Steppin'? I wish I'd have got in on that, and I'm about to do a video on it. But guys, Steppin' is just hot. I mean, it is really, really hot. They built that on Solana. So the adoption is just growing and growing and growing, and nothing has changed. Michael Jordan, his son, just did their NFT projects built on top of Solana. So guys, nothing's changed in my opinion. Now I'm going to tell you a story, and then we'll take a look at the chart. When I first started buying different positions in crypto, I wanted to buy Solana, but Solana was trading at like 250, and I don't chase anything ever. Well, when it got down to about 150, I said, I might need to start taking a look again at Solana. Well, it got to like 140. I think at my first purchase is somewhere around there, maybe 138. Then I bought it like 135. I bought it 120. I bought it 100. And my philosophy is you find a good blockchain that you have conviction, and you buy the dips and you stack the dumps. Well, when it got down to 80, I didn't pull the trigger. And quite frankly, that disgusted me because I don't want to be involved in putting real money in anything that I don't have 100% conviction. I have that in Bitcoin and I have that in Ethereum. But when Solana hit 80, I started thinking, I might need to go down the rabbit hole a little more. It is in beta. And I had to ask myself, Ray, do you have conviction or you don't? Well, unfortunately, this was a month ago. It's rallied since then and now it's come back. But normally you don't have time to go down the rabbit hole and do more homework and think about it before you wake up and it's up 8% or 12% or whatever, which is exactly what happened. So I missed it. So I started thinking, okay, I need to get a game plan. So for me, at that time, I'm thinking when this thing gets back and it starts to take out its old high, and I truly believe it will, I'm going to get out of it. Or I'm either going to find my conviction. Well, that's what I've done. I've went back. I started looking at all the great things, started talking to different people, going back down the rabbit hole. guys, I have conviction in Solana. So now I'm looking to buy again at these prices. Let's look at where it's at. I mean, right now, guys, this is a great looking chart. This is what you want to see when you buy. I mean, look at this, straight down. Now, I want to say something also. That wasn't too good of a line, but let me draw it again. You know, I'm not a technical guy. I only use it to let me get in and out. But here's one thing that 99% of every technical guy does. He draws a line like I just drew, and then he tells you, you know, when you break out of that right there, that like this, you know, right there, they would have started buying, and they would damn sure start buying right there with 100% conviction, because they're going to tell you, look, it broke out of that, and now it's going much higher. It broke that line. Well, guys, that is the worst way, in my opinion, you can possibly ever trade. You do the absolute opposite. That right there creates FOMO. It moves up, you know what, $5, $10, $12, breaks the line. Everyone tells you the bottom's in, and look what happened. Turned around and crashed. That's so common, and it's not only common just because the market can't sustain that. It's really common because the big money understands that all these technical guys honestly don't understand how everything works, and it's not that easy. I wish it was. The big money knows that these technical guys are going to tell everyone on the planet, uh, the majority of people, which is the majority were right, the majority would be rich. The majority of people are going to argue me with what I just said, and they're going to buy. Well, the big guns know that, so they just slam it and slam it and slam it. That's part of their trading philosophy. They do the absolute opposite, and we follow the big money. I don't want to get into all that, but I will say this: this is a red flag. You know, breaking this support right here, which we just did. Now it's barely, but if it gets down in here, guys, you know, another, if it gets like 76, 77, 78, and closes there, whoo, there's nothing stopping it. I mean, technically on the technical side, and I do look at it to kind of give me guidance, that's your next support, and that's what, $50. But now that being said, we're looking at a 3x right now. Hey, 5x is even better. So in my opinion, this is not financial advice. Y'all guys, you know, do your own homework and come up with your own conclusion. But if it hits $50, I'm buying. I'm going to buy all the way down. That's my conviction. And if we go into a recession or something really negative happens, I'm just going to cut off my computer, quit checking my account. But I'm going to buy all the way down, buy all the way down. And I truly believe that Solana is going to be around a long, long time. It's going to, you know, it's going to get its share of Web3. It does have a future, and when the economy turns around, when Bitcoin turns around and starts making a new high, stock market gets more healthy. It's going to blow through its old high, and it's going to come out of beta, and it's going to be a very, very good protocol to own and long term. And anyone, in my opinion, honestly, long term, say in 5 years, anyone that bought even at the 250, 260 level, you're going to look like a genius. So if you have conviction, it's under 100. Right now, you can buy it at $80. Guys, in my opinion, that's a no-brainer. But remember, don't throw it all in there. Just kind of dollar cost average in. Let's say you got $10,000. I'd say put 5,000. Put half of it in right now, and maybe just buy, you know, depending on how it's acting and what's going on, you know, buy another 25% and maybe another 25%, or even break it down to 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, depends, because guys, yes, we are in a really crazy space right now as far as the global economy with the Fed, with the lack of regulation. There's a lot of craziness. This is not a short-term stack. Don't keep stacking if you're going to have to turn around and get that money out. Even in, let's just say you need to be able to go 2-3 years with it if needed. I don't think so. I haven't given up on the alt season for this year. I still believe that Bitcoin's going to turn around and take out its old high. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Because this country, the way it's being ran with the Fed and the way they're saying they're cutting off the printing press and they're hiking rates. I really don't know. I think we do have a recession coming, and I think a depression maybe. But I do know that when we come out of that, they're going to cut the printing press on, and it's going to blow out even as much as what they printed for COVID. Because guys, that's the only thing they can do. They have no choice. We've put ourselves in a very precarious position. We have two choices. We either keep doing what we've been doing, and the rich get richer, and the people that own assets like Bitcoin and real estate and stocks are just going to keep making money, or we stop that, we slow down inflation, and everything falls apart. All the assets fall apart, uh, everything. But even then, they'll cut on the printing press. So all you're going to lose, in my opinion, not financial advice, is time. Because I don't like stacking my money uh, and having to wait, especially in crypto, because I could be swing trading or day trading with it. But that's what I've chose to do with Solana and with Ethereum and in Bitcoin. Now that being said, guys, if you haven't seen my CAM trading system, um, check the video playlist, and it's CAM, counterintuitive adoptive um, momentum Bitcoin trading. CAM, and check out my 10-year thesis, because I 100% have conviction in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and about 98% in Solana, just to be totally honest. Anyway, guys, I didn't mean to get rambling. Take a look at it and let me know what you think. But I'll be honest, I'll have to check, but Solana may be my biggest bag. Um, and I'm just going to keep stacking. Take care, guys.